What's up YouTube? My name is Jim and welcome to another unboxing video. Today we're unboxing the Thunder Tiger MT4 G3 four-wheel drive monster truck. This is a 1/8 scale monster truck and this thing is massive. And once I did the unboxing video, I was very surprised at the actual build quality and why this thing isn't selling more than what it usually is. So the first thing that I pull out of the box here, it is the parts user guide manual, exploited views. There's an antenna tube and your warranty inside as well. Now this is housed with the tires off, so the tires will come in one of these 6 boxes. The first one here, we can see it has a very nice tire tread. They are bead lock tires and they do have foam inserts, and we have a nice accent of red going around the actual wheel. In one of the other boxes, we have our transmitter. Now, this is the ACE RC Cougar. It is a 2.4 gigahertz radio transmitter. It's very lightweight in the hand and it has a bunch of functionality. Now, the unfortunate or the downside of this is that it takes 6 AA's rather than the standard 4 AA's that we're used to. There is the on-off switch in the back, as well as the steering and the throttle trim that you guys can adjust, and then as well as the forward and back. In one of the other boxes, we have a bunch of tools. We also have our 17mm aluminum wheel hubs, so these will obviously need to get applied to the vehicle in order to drive it. And then there's a cross wrench in there, as well as a Allen key kit. Now for this video, I'm not actually going to put on the wheels of the vehicle because I just want to show you all the parts up close and in finer detail. Typically I will just leave the tires on, but I figured for this one we'll leave them off. Now, I did say this was a 1/8 scale vehicle, and I am not showing this very well on camera, but these are massive body clips compared to like a 1/10 scale. There are some washers on the back of the truck too, just to keep the body on so they don't accidentally pull through if you guys do flip the vehicle over or get into a wreck or you start bashing it. It should hold on there very well. Now the body here, it is a nice paint scheme. We go from white to orange. Everything on here is basically painted except for the G3 MT4 and some of the decals such as the headlights, but the actual flames, those are actually painted onto the body, so you cannot remove those. And then the windshields are using a shiny aluminum, so they are very reflective. You should be able to see my camera and lenses through there. And then we do have a nice white finish primer for the bottom of the body. So this vehicle has a pretty unique chassis design. It is kind of square. It also has this top case, but we'll come back to that. Now for the video, I decided to actually take the wheels off the vehicle just to give us a little bit better look at the overall components that we're dealing with. Now there is a lot of anodized aluminum on this vehicle, as well as metal, as well as heavy duty plastic. As you guys can see, the carriers there are pretty heavy duty, as well as the A-arms. Now the bumper on this vehicle, it is a short bumper, but it does have a nice skid plate. It's heavy duty, there's not too much flex to it, and there is actually pre-drilled holes for LED lights to be put in. We're using a fluid-filled suspension system all the way around the vehicle. This is anodized aluminum shocks. They have aluminum on the top, but the bottoms are plastic. Now, the drive shafts of this vehicle are the CVD drive shafts. They have high quality bearings. They're very thick. The A-arms have almost zero flex to them just because they are built with such a high quality material, which does kind of add to the weight of the vehicle, as well as all the anodized aluminum and metal. There is a bell crank steering system. It is using a mixture of metal and plastic. We do have adjustable turnbuckles both in the front and the back of the vehicle. We're using a 3mm aluminum chassis throughout the entire vehicle, so you can really start to see just visually how much weight this vehicle does have. Now, I didn't have a scale to actually weigh it. If I do find out what the actual weight is, I'll post it online. Now, there are these 4 little latches. You undo these and the top center piece of the chassis pops off. Now, there is holes on this piece because it allows ventilation. It also doubles as a battery holder. Now, we are using a metal gear steering servo on this vehicle. Now, this is the DS10 or 1510, I believe. On their website, they list this steering servo as the S2008MG, but that is obviously incorrect. Now, there's a red center drive shaft guard on this vehicle. It kind of matches the motor, so they play on the little red here. There is the metal pinion, and then there is the plastic spur gear, and then the metal gear differentials, both in the front and the back, with the metal drive shaft through the center. 4-channel receiver on this vehicle. Again, this is waterproof, so you guys can definitely hook up lights. Watch where your actual wire maintenance is going on, because I noticed that this wire is actually going to be pinched in the motor if I turned it on. So cable management is a huge thing. Just make sure you do it. We have the Ripper right here. So this is the IBL 4020 2000 kVM brushless motor. This will accept the twin pack batteries as well, which is very cool. We have the ACE RC ESC, which is going to give it all the power, and there is a on and off switch to the left hand side of the vehicle where you can actually put your finger underneath the body without taking the body off, and you can turn the vehicle on and off. There's a Dean's connector that is included standard, but you guys can definitely switch that out if you want. And then for further protection, there is a slot on both sides of the vehicle. I'm assuming this is for Velcro, although you probably don't need it because this cover of the chassis will probably hold that battery in place very well. Very easy to clip on, and it stays nice and tight. Now, the back of the vehicle is kind of the same as the front. I noticed that we do have adjustable turnbuckles. We also have a sway bar on the back, so as I lift up one side of the vehicle, we get a slight lift on the other side of the vehicle. And then again, there's a lot of metal and aluminum on this vehicle. There's that 3mm aluminum chassis. We also have a spur guard at the bottom, or the spur gear guard at the bottom of the vehicle. The A-arms on the back of the vehicle are ridiculously long, as you guys can see, but their build quality is definitely very sturdy. Not as strong as the front A-arms, but they definitely do have a good build quality to them. Now, the whole entire vehicle is a phenomenal vehicle, and I'm very surprised that it isn't outselling other vehicles around its price range, because the build quality is really there. There's a lot of parts on the market for this vehicle as well, in case you need to replace anything. If you guys want to know more, go to Thunder Tiger's website, pull up this vehicle. You can look at all the specifications. If you guys are looking for all the parts for this vehicle, we have every single one at dollarhobbyz.com. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. Apologies if I missed anything or misspoke in this video. It's very hard to try to do this in one take. I'm working at it. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.